I believe we are live.
Oh, hello, everyone. Welcome to this fourth installment of, well, fifth technically, or sixth. But it doesn't matter. Welcome to this new episode of the Legend of the Lobstars with the Chaos Collective. I'm Alex. I'm going to be your dungeon master for this evening and, well, the remainder of the campaign. Firstly, I just want to do a few quick announcements. Firstly, thank you to Sorco Soundscapes for letting us use their incredible bank of soundscapes and atmospheric music. It's absolutely incredible. You're usually only used to hearing one of them. There is a large bank, and tonight you're going to hear a couple more because we're not just going to be in the dungeon, which is going to be fun. So thank you to them and AJ there for helping us out. That's great. Cheers, pal. Head over to sorcosoundscapes.bandcamp.com to check out all of their stuff to actually make purchases, or you can head over to YouTube, or I think it's also on Spotify to listen for free. He's a great chap. You should check him out. Next, sorry we're a bit late. That's not out of our realm. Technical computer wiping, but that is all for that. Next episode, you might have noticed we're now in podcast form and VOD on YouTube as well. We are available on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts, and all other, or most other good podcasts. Excuse me, and some bad ones too, as well as VOD available on YouTube, and they will be up a week after their premiere on Twitch. So make sure you go and check those out. If you miss a bit of an episode or can't quite catch it live, there will be catch-ups the following week. Next, just a little push. We are so close to Twitch affiliate. We're so close. We really want to get there in the next couple of weeks so we can start giving you guys rewards and stuff for being part of the first 50 followers. So if you could please share with your friends, even if they're not even that interested, just share it with them and hope they might sign up. But hit a follow, or even if you just get them to follow. We just really want to get to those 50 followers. So because we hit all the other marks, it's just that one. So we can start giving you guys. Yeah, I think we've got 4 more, so it's not many. So we can reward you guys for being so cool to us, and we can also give you some rewards and things in other places, maybe even some exclusive content. Who knows? I think we don't have Ross today. He is playing drums somewhere, I believe. But if he is needed at all, I will sort him out. It's no issue. I think that is everything. Have I forgotten anything, team?
By sort out, he doesn't mean that he's going to take round back and break his kneecaps. He does mean he's going to take over Rünlák. So.
Well,
that's
why not?
mean.
We've already had such great practice.
On dismemberment, you know.
Yes. Oh, on Tuesday will be our 4th episode of the Celtic Catch-Up. Next week we will be with Sarah Lou, and we will be talking about all things Opal. I think her camera has frozen.
I think her camera has frozen, yeah.
We've got an amusing position.
Hey, there we go. That one was subtle enough to slip by the radar for a little bit.
I keep freezing tonight, guys. So even in the chat, if you guys notice that I'm frozen, feel free to call me out on it, and I will do my best to unfreeze. I don't know what's going on.
Take a screenshot, send it to us. We'll all have a good laugh.
Yeah. On that point as well, if you guys are budding artists and you want to do fan art, we'd love to see it, because also we love indulging in our own creation as well, as much as you guys enjoy watching. So, but yeah, Tuesday, 8:30, Celtic Catch-Up with myself and Sarah Lou, and it will be, I'm sure, a wondrous occasion.
Oh, yeah.
And on that note, I think that is everything. I've not forgotten anything.
I
So,
just wanted to throw in, we discussed last week, since these are going out in audio form as well, just we can all remember to try and be as descriptive as possible.
Yeah, we want to be. We're going to be doing our best to be describing with words.
yes. Right, so let's jump into this episode of the Lobstars. So last week, well, 2 weeks ago, hope you guys all enjoyed the arena one shot. It was very good. So week before last, actually, I'm just going to do a summary of the stream so far because that'll make it a bit easier. You arrived into the underground city of Skullport, a small rickety boat with all of your companions, Turd, a few zombies, some skeletons, and a alabaster throne. You make your way through the streets towards a tavern called the Guts and Garter that Haston is very familiar with, having been to Skullport before. You settle down, make bed for the night, have some drinks, have some food. A small argument with the very annoying and quite mean bartender. You are approached the next morning by a drow who says that it's probably wise not for you to speak as loudly as you were the night before. This is not a place where people are trusted. Nobody gets killed for anything. People do not die for nothing, is saying. You, however, continue to speak as loudly as you were the previous night. And again, the following morning, after a day of exploring and pet buying, and managed to bed down before, just after Haston had quite a long conversation with this drow, who you learnt his name was Stockwell. Went to bed, gave the zombies and skeletons commands to look after the throne. With Stockwell, for him to give you some information regarding the Chrysando Rosnar, who you're here to look out for and try and find to bring back to his sister. Make your way up to his small house with nothing but a bread roll. A bed roll, not bread roll.
Dude was hungry.
Dude, get hungry. And he sat down and gave you some information that you were asking for. He told you rumor that Chrysando was dead, killed by the Xanthar Guild who occupy the nearby Skull Island. You guys thought, hey, we don't like the sound of that. Let's go to Skull Island and kill these bastards. So you went over, just after dropping Turd and the newly named rat, Basil, back to the place where you were staying so that you could go independently. After a small tussle in a side street, after talking and solidifying your plan, you head to Skull Island. You were met by two guards who strip you of your weapons and take you up, more or less all your weapons anyway, and take you up to the leader of this island, Sundith, a half-ogre of a man with his mount, his wyvern, who is his steed, his mount. You are told that your arrival was expected. You try and, Bess tries to talk her way out of it, pretty unsuccessfully. Before Haston says the jig is up. You fought. A few of you nearly died, but you didn't, and you managed to take them down. And Bess, using one of her feats, her to do with the College of Whispers, something she can do where she can turn into the creature. She turned into Sundith and had access to memories and secrets. Through doing this, she learnt that he was indeed Crescendo was indeed dead, and his head was one of the heads piked on the outside of this fortress. You were given a ring of his. You head back onto the land to try and find a boat to get back to Waterdeep for some reprieve. However, Opal and Alethia going back to the Guts and Garter, you find the rat to be nowhere and Turd to be cut up and nailed to the wall, stripped to pieces. And you pull him off, kill the bartender, after she tells you that you shouldn't have spoken so loudly. And you make your way onto the boat. You level up, and you sail off after a successful long rest on this boat. That is where we'll pick up session. So, Lobstars, what would you like to do?
Whilst on the boat, and we are sailing away, Haston has been giving some thought to his place within the group, thinking of his less than stellar usefulness when there are no corpses around to utilize, and thinking that there is probably a need for him to be able to carry some of his own weights. He would study Alethia when she is practicing her fire magic, studying closely to try and figure out how it is she does it, working with his spell book to figure out how he can take the element of fire and evoke it for his own uses. This will take up the majority of his time.
Roll a straight intelligence check.
Whoa. 20, but I don't know if that came through because someone hasn't installed Beyond 20 on their their white PC.
I saw it.
It's all right, don't worry. 20's fine.
Man, it's fine.
Looking over Alethia over the course of this trip will make it easy. It seems like when she does, thinking about the past times that you've seen her cast magic and doing it a couple times over the course of the trip, it seems that it's not something learnt, it's something given. Haston, you spend a bit of time trying to discern where this gift comes from, and you do manage to discern it's probably somewhere from her druidic background and her training in druidism. And it's not something that can be easily learned or transcribed. It's not very runic.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I will still study closely, thinking about how magic comes naturally to some people rather than others, and going down that route and practicing with my magic, trying to use the focus that is embedded in me to try and channel some of this magic and continue to practice until I am able to start conjuring fire. I would ask Alethia as well if she can go through the motions that she does when she is casting things, specifically like burning hands, or control flame, so that he can try and replicate it as close as possible and try and get as similar effect as possible, and also try and take his own spin on things.
Okay, roll another on intelligence check at advantage for me.
Hell yeah. Let me use this goddamn feat. Bam.
Tell me the numbers.
Did it do it? Did it? First one's 8, and the second one is 19.
I would say from this time of study, you may add to your Burning Hands as a cantrip, isn't it?
It's a first level spell. I have, when I leveled up, I took the feat that gives me magic initiate under the sorcery heading, I believe, so that I could take 3 flame-based spells.
Okay, so I would say that you would be able to take Burning Hands,
Yep.
Control Flame,
Firebolt was the other one I was hoping to take, which is a cantrip.
and Firebolt as well.
I can do things! What? Woo!
Anyone else? Nice rice cake, Ruth.
Well,
Oh.
Samson is he's well aware that his he was sort of the initiate of the failed plan to pretend that people were captives, and he's also aware that he didn't do very much in the fight, so he's feeling a bit bummed out about himself and about his abilities, but mostly he's mourning the loss of his double-bladed scimitar and his battle axe, which he picked up in previous campaigns. Samson, he's a wandering fighter, doesn't have much in the way of friends, doesn't really know how to make friends. He's too self-absorbed, doesn't really think about it very much. So he's mourning those are his connections to like memories, things that he'd done, victories he'd won, and so on. But he's got the great sword of Soondeath now, making him feel pretty good. A bit different from that great sword that he gave up on the way in. He's still got his Morning Star, and so he's just gonna sit, not really interact much. But he's got Chrysander's ring, which he knows he's probably going to use when we get back to Waterdeep to prove something. But for now, he's just trying it on. Doing pretty good. That's cool. So he's just sitting, ruminating, awkwardly, but enjoying the ring.
Anyone else?
I'm just sitting beside Haston quietly, sort of looking out the corner of my eye, not trying to look very unbothered by everything that's just happened, but looking at the corner of my eye at the sack that is
It's a
turd, dead, chopped up body, and looking at my fellow adventurers and sort of getting just sort of trying to take in the vibe, get a handle on how they're all doing.
Roll an insight check.
13.
Looking around, you can see Alethia seems pretty hard hit. Opal seems to be quite affected. It's got like this journey has. You can tell by the demeanor of how everyone's sitting that no one's really that happy. Seems to be but most people are feeling quite lost and bewildered.
Okay, and I'm just gonna take out my lute and just start playing something really haunting and humming along. echoing in bouncing off the sound bouncing off of the walls on the river.
Roll a performance check.
$17.
Thank God it was a good roll. Could you imagine if it was a 1 and it was just... In the bayou.
It's a very, very nice song. It seems to capture the moment perfectly. Nothing seems to be... It seems to capture how everyone's feeling perfectly.
And it's a song of rest.
Okay.
So people who, if anybody needs it, get D6 hit points.
Good to know. Does anyone else want to do anything worth noting?
Just going to sit and cry and drink out of one of the pitchers of wine that was on the boat.
Watch me juggle these turd pieces. I'm kidding.
I am going to sit at the back of the boat with my back to everyone else, away from everyone else, looking straight out of the bottle that I had swiped from behind the bar, and just quietly embrace this feeling of rage, and really, for the first time, really feel my heritage and feel where my magic comes from, and really feel the difference in that emotion and how that's going to affect my powers from here.
You slowly cruise down the river. It just seems to just keep going and keep going, and you start to feel drowsy, and feels like it's time to settle down for a rest. So, who is going to take watch?
Because I
I'll
don't
take for.
want to sleep.
Haston and I don't really need to sleep, so we could take first watch.
Yeah.
I'll curl up.
I think all of you will need to take a watch at some point. If you're watching in pairs, if you're watching singly, then that's not the case. But
Let's watch in pairs.
We can do...
Black is here as well, so...
We can do a 4-hour watch together if you wish, Alethia. And then we can transfer the rest.
Yep.
And
I'll watch
then...
Rünlák. Rünlák and I can, I want to check out his armor, and I've just got this new mace. I haven't used a mace in years. I think Rünlák could maybe make some tips.
Cool.
Yeah,
Having the girls at the end.
and if you all take 2 hours or 3 hours on your watch, that should cover a full long rest for all of you, and for myself and Alethia. We do not need as much. Yeah.
Are you going to keep going until you find? Are you going to keep going? People sleep on the boat as you move, or are you going to try and find somewhere to pull in? Bank somewhere.
Sleep on the boat, right? Just get to where we're going.
Sure.
I don't desire any longer in this dungeon for a while, anyway.
Yeah, our little flotilla can handle it, I'm sure.
As long as we don't get attacked by a giant octopus while we're sleeping.
Well, now you fucking said it.
I'll spend some time. I'll spend some time casting Tiny Hut on one boat and then the other boat.
You can only cast Tiny Hut. You have to be inside the hut.
Oh,
And
So
then
you'd
you
only
read
be
it.
able to do
But if you do it on one boat, then we could just go into that boat for the rest. There's certainly the other one for
Yeah.
So.
I'll do that.
6
Okay.
hours.
That's Tiny Hut. You settle down for your night's rest. And Alethia and Haston, you both roll perception checks, please.
Oh, shiz. Uh, 16.
Thank God you rolled well. I've got a bloody good modifier on my perception as well.
Yeah, I got a +4. That saved my ass.
That's all right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You rolled ass.
Looking around, water seems still. The sense of light is very noticeable in this section of the dungeon. You can really hear is the dripping of water falling from the sides into this river, and you can hear just the motion of the oars going in and out as you paddle forward. And looking around, you see nothing, hear nothing. The same dank stench that has wafted through your nostrils almost the entire time you've been down here. Uneventful. To do anything on your watch?
It is probably a good time as any to talk about your heritage, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It is quite simple. All elves came from the same place, more or less, from my knowledge. At some point, our species, or a group of elves, betrayed the main race. And this was led by a woman named Lolth. She became the Spider Queen, goddess of the drow, and her followers banished from the graces of the elves were cast underground. One became the drow like myself, whilst others became high elves, well versed in noble magics and arcane rites. And the others became the wood elves, who live and guard the forests of the world. It's a very brief summary, and Haston will, of course, go into a lot more detail in his through the length of the watch. But if you have any questions,
What do you mean, Ryan? You're not giving us the full encyclopedic
you want
reading of...
4 hours of how the drow betrayed the god of the elves, and the god of the elves was like, "Nah, you're all good. Get out of my house." No?
I've got some laundry to fold, so...
Oh, sure, right. I didn't know I was spying time. But like he would give a lot of focus onto how the drow betrayed the rest of the elves and kind of led to the downfall of elves, really. And the tidbits he knows about how high elves tend to be a lot more noble in their culture and their stature, well versed in arcane magic and how that kind of affects their attitudes. Tend to be the taller race of elves, and the wood elves tend to be slightly shorter. Nature magic tends to be their thing. They make great rangers, things like that, and how they're a lot more chaotic, in touch with nature. And he would, kind of like discuss. And uns the drow are generally hated by most people, not just elves, and for good reason. We are not a trustworthy people. We have done many bad things, but not all of us embrace that side of our nature. And I hope this has helped you to understand a little bit about me. I don't know what kind of elf you are. It's hard to tell sometimes, unless you know. But it is hard to condense such lessons into such a short time. I hope, as we travel, there will be more to learn, and I only hope it doesn't paint me into bad light for you.
No. And thank you for explaining. It makes things a bit more clear about why I was so wary of you. I'm still wary of you. But I don't know what kind of elf I am either. I never met my dad. My mum never talked about it. I suspect he was a wood elf, but
Brian, roll a intelligence check.
Me smirk.
It's an intelligence check to see if he can gauge how tall she is compared to like.
I am not the father. 10.
Yes, you can't work it out. You can't discern it.
I will keep at it. I'm gonna figure this out at some point.
I was going to see if you could, but carry on. Sorry to interrupt.
Every long rest from this point on, I'm gonna be like creeping a little bit, try to figure it out. Be like, are the ears long enough? No. Complexion's a bit off for a high. Well, then again, and that's gonna be like Haston's gonna be like, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Everything will work out, Alethia. I know it is hard to note that at the moment. For some reason, my wallet is very afraid, but it will be okay. We will sort this out. There are ways to bring Herd back. And there is, if nothing else, there is always tomorrow. And that is always one more step away from the pains of the past. Time is a great healer. Oh shit, it's the 5-0.
How much of this dungeon have you explored?
And he kind of like looks and shuffles his feet a little bit. The thing about that is it's a very direct route from Skullport to the sarcophagi, and you don't have to, if you know how to avoid things, it is very easy to not much. I have not been to most of this dungeon. I believe most people have not been to most of this dungeon. The line which I took you back to Skullport was more or less the line I took to get from Skullport.
Okay, and I'm just going to sit there just looking really disappointed and mulling things over, on the tip of my tongue, and then just bite the bullet and just ask, have you ever heard of a prisoner who might be being held down here called Zainsar?
Would I have heard anything from my time in Skullport? Any rumors or any?
Roll a history check.
Me smirk.
Sorry, I'm making you roll so much tonight.
It's okay. I'm me smirk. Oh, me smirk. 16.
This name does ring a bell, but you're unclear as to where you've heard it before.
I've heard the name. What did you say the name was?
Zainsar. Zainsar.
Zainsar. Yeah, actually, I have heard that name before.
My eyes just light up. The ears prick. Like a meerkat.
I don't want to get your hopes up. I have not. I cannot remember where. I have heard it. It would have been in passing, but I have definitely heard the name spoken. But it is a unique one.
Okay.
Is he your father?
Don't know. But it's the only thing that I was told before I left home. The lead that I'd picked up, there was a rumour of an elf being held in a dungeon to the east of where I lived. and that elf may be my father, because my mother never knew what happened to him after they parted ways. It's the only thing I have. So if you do remember anything, please tell me.
I will ruminate on it while I am trancing if anything else comes to mind. You would be the first to know, I promise.
Thank you.
He's no problem. It's a nice night, but I think it is our time drawing to a close. So I will go wake up the two meatheads and let them duke it out.
And as he's leaving, I'm just going to sort of reach up and grab his hand and just stare straight into his eyes and say thank you. I do appreciate everything.
It's like it starts at the tip of his ears. It goes from really dark purple to like quite, instead of indigo, it's going quite violet, and it just no problem. Everything will work out, promise. And he kind of like let's go the hand and goes do.
A la Opal.
And he'll shake Rünlák awake first, and then get Samson. Wake up! It is your turn. Go. The other one wants to hit you with a fucking mace. No, nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. It was quite quiet night. Don't look at me like that.
Okay, Rooney, ready for a watch? It'll be good, man.
Yeah.
It's like he's here.
Oh my god! That's uncanny.
Oh no!
I was drinking, you bastard.
Lincoln, you bastard! So is the same Burger King
The same
cup?
Burger King cup.
It's the same
I
Burger
know,
King
where's your
cup.
Burger King cup?
No, I just wash it.
That's
Anyway.
Yeah.
He's gonna be mad.
Yeah, man. So, got this mace back there. I haven't used a mace in fucking years. Got any tips? Any tricks? You got that armor. Can I maybe like whack you with it?
Sure. Just he offers you up to give you a whack. So it's more of a down or an up or a round. It's not really a stab. It's more a bludge.
This is the most Rünlák said all campaign.
You think I could like work in some of my like Samson? Alright. Yeah, man. This is good.
Yeah. I think you could.
Yeah, I can do it with some style. Some shimmy with a mace. Like, yeah.
I think you should do it like a golfer's stance, you know, where you do the butt wiggle.
Samson always does a butt wiggle.
Butt wiggle before the swing.
I mean,
Yeah,
he usually looks around to make sure if anyone's looking, you know, see where they are.
Aim it. I
He's
imagine-
got one eye open from like curled up on the little bit of the boat.
Roll perception check for me.
Yeah, we should actually. We're meant to be watching, aren't we, man?
I've done Rünlák, so it was 11.
11.
21. 21.
11.
It's very much the same. You cruise along, rowing the boat, looking around. It's just silence.
Yeah, it's the most attention I've paid to anything except myself in a long time.
What a moment of
Yeah,
break for
I see.
you.
I see that.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, Samson's a man of few words, because he doesn't really have much in the way of words to use. That's
feel
why
like-
he always comes around these books.
I feel like Samson's about to have like a Narcissus moment where he just like peers into the river as he's going past and just is glorified by his own reflection.
We come out in the morning, he's a flower.
Yeah. Those happen all the time. Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want to look at this? It's fine.
I got better.
I don't want to speak for Ross, but his character.
But
I don't want to open up canon lines.
yeah, and I mean, this time, I'm not going to try it on with you, Rünlák, so don't worry. Cool.
I'm sworn to celibacy.
That explains it.
There's just a little snort from the from the Bess corner of the boat. Quickly
let-
muffled into try and play it off it as a snore.
Typical bard.
Listening into everybody's shit.
Oh yeah.
Samson doesn't have any particularly other great things to pursue in this conversation. So.
It seems this encounter goes by quite quickly. Lots of chatting, lots of flexing from both of you. But your time passes, nothing happens. That goes over and gives Opal a little sugar. Pick up. It's your turn.
And I nod and get up and go and plonk myself down somewhere.
Hey, Bess. Bess,
Yeah.
you're up.
I'm coming.
Cool. See you
I
around.
just get up and sit at like. Are you sat at the? There's two boats we're on, isn't there?
They're
Yeah.
strapped together.
I think I sat on the other boat from Opal.
We all went onto the same boat for the rest.
For the tiny hut.
Oh yeah, of course we did. Yeah.
As soon
Okay,
as
so
you
we're
leave
both
the
coming
hut,
onto the
as soon
same
as you
boat.
leave the hut, it goes.
Oh yeah.
It's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, it
Fine.
suddenly gets really cold and damp.
It's just okay. I've slept in with us.
Both of you roll perception checks for me.
19 plus 21.
21? 19? It's very similar. You look around, you just see the paddles going in the water and pushing the small ripples coming out from the edge of the boat, the dripping of water from the ceiling, and then you just hear like a little like, bloop, bloop. It's not taking much notice of you, just seems like this fish just swimming along next to where you are.
I thought you were saying there was a bloop bloop, and I was like, what is it? Oh my god.
It just seems like there's
We wake
like
up,
fish.
there's a bloop bloop in the water.
Bloop bloop, not a bloop bloop.
Okay.
As you move past Bess, you do see something just on the side. See, sorry. Just see a small sound and ripples coming out from the left side of the right-hand side of where you're moving. Seems quite large.
Fucking octopus.
Just, I'm just gonna kind of peer over a little bit. Stay very quiet. And see if I see it again.
As you slowly pass by, and this comes out of the water this time.
Oh no.
You see this fish head, small, medium-sized fish-headed man with hands and long webbed feet. Seems to be looks pretty disheartened, pretty hungry.
It's a mermaid.
But it's quite small.
It's a baby mermaid.
So, sorry, I think you broke up a bit there, but it's just in the water. It's not coming at us or anything.
Well, it's just come out of the water onto a small side bank.
Oh, right.
It's kind of sat there, and it's just kind of looking at you. Looks quite desperate.
Fucking what? Opal, what the shit is that? Do you see it? Would I have seen anything like this before? Because it sounds weird.
Roll a history check.
History. Not my best.
Oh, no, nature check. Sorry, nature check.
Oh, nature. 19.
Not something that you would have seen, but something you've kind of heard stories about. They're not a very well-known creature, but these are Kotu. It's a Kotu.
Kotu.
Would
I believe.
Would I know anything about it from my studies?
Kuotoa is how you say it. Kuotoa. What did you say, sorry?
Would I know anything about it from my studies, like what it does, what it needs, that kind of thing?
What it is?
Roll a history check. Straight intelligence, actually.
Intelligence.
Be smart.
Oh, 8. Ooh.
You wouldn't know a lot, but judging by them, like the fact it's amphibious and it has a fish head, it probably spends quite a lot of the time in the water, probably eats fish. Or meat. It looks to be carnivorous because of the type of teeth you can see it's got. You're kind of just cruising by quite slowly, just kind of adjacent to him now. It's about 40 feet away.
We'll wave at it.
Do either of you speak Undercommon?
No, you don't.
Nope.
No, but I believe I have.
Do you have comprehend languages?
I think. Oh no, I don't think I do anymore. I think
No, I don't.
I think when all my spells got messed up from the
level up and the level down.
Yeah.
You just hear him go, Rogot, Sigot.
Just a question. Is he shouting that over to the boat, or is it quite quiet?
It seems like he's trying to get your attention, or is Haston awake at this point?
Well, Haston doesn't sleep; he trances, which is a kind of step between sleep and wakefulness. So I'm just wondering.
I think my next step would be to wake him up anyway.
Yeah, well, fair enough. If that's happening, then I don't need to roll.
Oh.
I can get Haston.
Haston. And I'm not going to take my eyes off the fish man. I'm just going to poke him with my foot.
And I'm going to please hold action with thunderclap.
Oh god.
Christ.
She fucking around.
Thunderclap, mate.
Yeah. What is it, Bess?
There's a weird fish. There's a I think it's a kuatoa. Can you see it? It's over there. I think he's trying to bring us over.
Haston just Walks on over to wherever they're pointing at.
You can see this small creature as well. The same words.
I do speak undercover.
Walk up. So what you hear is, "Any food? Help! Hungry. Any food?"
This creature is asking us for, and I'm already like reaching into my pack for my rations, for some food.
Oh well.
No, Haston's not jaded enough yet. He takes out like any bits of dried meat and that from his rations and just holds it up.
Is this a good idea?
And at this point, Alethia's just like, wait, don't waste our food. I'll throw him a good berry.
He looks carnivorous.
Oh.
I mean, it's worth a shot. I'll put it in with the berry.
In the meat?
Yeah.
Like wrap around the good berry?
It's like when you're trying to get a cat a pill. Just wrap it in meat.
That's what I was thinking.
And I will my pile of dried meat and jerky, and I will hold it out for you if you need it.
And while this is happening, I'm gonna elbow Bess in the ribs and go, "I don't think this is a good idea."
And as Haston holds his hand out, the tower just dives into the water, starts swimming up towards you. Kind of pokes his head out of the boat and takes the food, puts it in his mouth, and dives under. It's gone for 30 seconds.
See, what was the problem?
Oh no!
Before coming back up, and he swims over to Haston and gives him a cloak.
It is. There is no need. Really, it is okay.
You're the first person to help me since this person died. For you.
Thank you. If we are coming back this way, we will come with more food.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care of yourself.
Swims back under. He just disappears.
He was cute. I'm gonna call him Nurple.
Nurple.
What was that?
No, you said it was a couture.
Yeah, but what? Why did he just give you a cloak?
Oh, you could not understand him. Yeah, that is right. Nobody else had helped him since the person who wore this. And so apparently, he was very hungry.
What happened to the person who owned the cloak?
I'm assuming he gave it to the couture, or perhaps died and the couture reclaimed it. I kind of like look at the cloak. It is a gift, and it is a fine gift at that.
What is it?
A cloak?
Well done. Cloak.
It's kind you wear. I don't. If you're asking if it's magic, I don't.
Put it on. Let's do a fashion show. Just start playing like a.
It's okay. I'm sure it's fine. And he like shrugs off his coat and like swings the cloak.
Can I do an Arcana check, please?
Well, it seems to be, just looking at it, it seems to be quite finely made, quite magical. It looks to have some kind of magical essence to it. Haston, as you swing this cloak on, it's beautifully made. It's blue with a gold trim around the edges and beautiful ornate designs. As you put it on, it's got a hood and then two bits that come down the side, a wrap bit around here and a tail that comes off the bottom. Put it on, it looks pretty beautiful.
That's nifty.
You kind of focus on it because it's definitely magic.
I can do some detect magic and see what kind of magic it is. It will probably, if it's enchanted, it will just tell me that there is enchanted magic on this, but at least we will know.
The thing got? Is it insight or something? Or
What would-
Rünlák? Why do you have a thing? Because that's how we found out.
I think
what
he
the
has.
were.
No, it wasn't him. I think it's Bess. Yeah, to find out what it is, you need identify.
Oh yeah.
Is anyone able to identify it?
Samson and
Yes.
Rünlák are still snoozling at the back of the boat.
Let them sleep. Bless them. They are so peaceful in their sleep. And I like wad up my jacket and go to throw it, and I go, no, this is a good jacket. I'm not going to waste it like that.
Love that.
Yeah, I guess Haston's wearing this cool ass cloak now with the blue and the gold trim. He's kind of like swishing about a bit. Like, I feel fancy. This is a trade up, definitely.
Yeah, you look fancy.
Go up next to him and hold the corners of my robe of useful things and are swishing with them.
Yeah.
Good fun, isn't it?
His is definitely more beautiful. Beautifully made.
Apparently, it has a tail, and I'm like wiggling. Little tail flap. This is pretty cool. I'm going to, you know what? There is another way we can. I'm sure. I think Haston would know how to attune to magical items. Yeah, being a wizard.
Yeah, he would know.
So, yeah, I'm going to spend the next. I believe it's an hour. I'll just focus on what it is, and that will tell us the effects soon. Yeah, I'm going to go finish my trance. Good. Thank you for waking me up, because that was a good. Well handled. Well done, not just shooting the first thing on sight. Proud of you guys.
Yeah, I mean,
There.
whipped in the face by a tail.
Are you casting identify, or are you trying to attune to it? Or
I'm just going to straight up attune to it because I do not have identify. What I do before I go though.
I can do identify.
Oh, you can do it. Okay, good. Yeah, I will. Do you want to
I thought I
identify?
said that.
Do you want to identify this? Yeah. Okay. I will
Sure.
just stand here.
I cast it as a ritual.
so you spend
10 minutes.
10
11
minutes, 11 minutes casting the spell and performing the ritual around this cloak. And it is a cloak of the manta ray.
Okay. What does it do?
Oh, really took one of them to level 20. It's so cool.
So it gives you while you're wearing the cloak and you've got the hood up, it means you can breathe underwater and you have a swimming speed of 60.
Cool.
Bring the hood up and down takes an action.
Sweet.
Ryan, you can add that to your inventory.
I just hand it
No.
back and I'm like, yeah, you got yourself a nice fish cloak.
I am like an Aquaman.
Literally, yes. Haston the Aquaman.
And
That
once
is
this has all happened, like once we work out what it is, I'm just going to plonk myself back down where I had originally sat and just stayed off into the distance because there was a slight lapse in my move, but now it's gone straight back. So
I'll sit down on the other. I'll sit down next to Opal.
Haston, as he's going back to go to sleep, he would just pop his jacket over Samson, who's obviously the most bare on his arms and all like that. So he just. And then goes back to his hands. Oh, fuck. I don't knock over my microphone.
Snuggle around a little bit and just murmur, "Hey, that's good."
I don't know
You
if
know
I want
you're
that
gonna
back.
get that coat back with some nasty shit on it.
My mother made that for me. I'm full of regrets already. Good night. It just goes back
Good
into that
night.
weird setting up trance thing.
Freaky dude.
Anything you guys want to talk about, or Anything you'd like
Yeah.
to do during your watch?
I'm just gonna sit there, sort of a bit awkwardly beside Opal for a while, and sort of trying to think of some conversation to start, and then just sort of give up and start like softly tuning my lute. And doing that but for ages and getting it absolutely perfect, so it's like really annoying, like ding 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 ding.
The worst crazy frog ever.
I think you've frozen a bit, so there you go.
Anything.
Slew, we're struggling to pick you up on the mic. Is it possible just to move the microphone just a little bit closer? Yeah, that's fine. I guess
Sorry,
just
I was being too quiet because I'm trying to be dramatic.
Oh. Beautiful.
I just I sit there the whole time while Bess is just plucking away at this thing, slowly getting more and more irritated. Yeah, like just, occasionally a string will just make the wrong sound and I'll just kind of twitch a little bit. But eventually, Opal just staring out into the darkness, just very softly say, Bess, I think you're the only real friend I've ever had. And that's it. That's all I say.
Just pause the plucking and just sort of stare out. And just start playing a really soft, like lullaby melody. Something sweet and comforting.
Roll a performance check.
With pleasure.
Don't ruin this beautiful moment, Alex.
25.
That's 25.
Oh,
What?
that's... Yeah.
It's full. There's not a bum note in there. Soft and sweet. You sit down as lullaby is played, as everyone starts to rouse from their slumber. Everyone gets a long rest. Not that I don't think anyone really needs one, but everyone does. And as you as you paddle on through another 2-3 hours, start to see a glimmer of light at the end of this tunnel. It feels like you've been meandering for days. I don't know why Slew is laughing.
And then I just had an image of all of our characters on a pedal going down the river.
Big old swan boat.
One of the little swans.
Like one of the ones that look like a swan, just like...
Christ!
Somebody draw that. If anyone's doing artwork, draw that. Draw us all on a swan-shaped pedalo. That would make my year.
Like, with the, like, bag of, like, dripping bloody turd
hanging off the side.
Hanging off the neck of the...
Christ.
Oh, God.
Christ. Fuck.
My goblin.
Anyway. As it feels like you've been meandering for days, you start to straighten out. You see a small light at the end of the tunnel. Getting closer and closer. And as you exit this tunnel, you are greeted by the beating down of bright light.
Oh, scheiß. Oh, turns that off. Oh, my God.
Very, very bright.
Hood up.
Yeah, Haston seems very uncomfortable.
Haston becomes a manta ray.
I belong
As
to
you-
the
as
sea
you-
now.
As you paddle out, you see the sun beating down from the sky. You look around and almost open sea. However, to the north west, you just about see Waterdeep, maybe 4 miles away, 3 miles.
Yeah, ha.
I'm gonna have a look round at all of my companions and have a proper good look at them, because this is the first time I've ever seen any of them in sunlight, and I'm interested to see what they all look like in real light and non-manufactured light. So
But you see Samson in his real light. He does actually look quite beautiful. Not just bragging. He is pretty sexy. You see Haston trying to hide away from the sun. So the rest of you, it seems quite welcome. This lack of vitamin D that you've had for so long, now you're suddenly greeted by this light. Seems to be quite helpful.
Yeah, man.
It seems very welcome. Everyone seems quite happy to be here. You keep paddling northwestwards towards the city, and getting closer and closer, you start to see ships docked in the harbour. Closer still, and you can see more small boats like what you were on. It's kind of bobbing along.
Bobbing along.
bobbing along on the bottom of the beautiful briny.
Yeah, you see these boats bobbing along. It's quite calm down the sea. As you start to get closer, you can start to hear the sound of the city. This sound that he has not heard in almost a month. Been a long time you've been down in that hole.
Sorry.
This is the first time you're being brought back into civilization. But civilization's what you know. Press forwards. Head through the harbour gates.
Before we get like right up to the actual city, I'm gonna like start fidgeting around with all my shit, and like I'm the mirror that Opal gave me. I'm just like checking out what I look like. I'm grubby as fuck, and I'm just like, my hair's all minging and gross, and I just go and dunk my whole head into the river, and like.
This isn't a river. This is the ocean.
Was the ocean? Fine, that's fine, but I'm just gonna try and start gussying myself up a bit.
It's very wet, very cold.
You know, Bess, I am sure there is a spa and a hairdresser in the city. It is big enough.
And
Yeah.
Samson hasn't seen himself in daylight for quite some time, so he pulls out the infamous mirror, and
Mirror.
Wipes it clean.
gaze at my visage, do some flexing, do some posing. Life's good. And then I adopt a sort of hero's pose on the front, in the sort of prow of the boat, like sort of just stand there.
As I turn to watch Haston do this with great confusion, I notice some sparkles on the floor in the sunlight, and I quickly realize that they're coming from my face. and I just sort of on my cheek and go, it's new.
Yeah.
Does this mean, Opal, that I could like that we should be like mining you if we ever get into like money troubles? We'll just start chiseling bits of you off and sell
Right.
off the like
Is that
crystals.
I'm not very clued up on these things, but that sounds like a euphemism to me. Am I correct?
I don't think it would be wise to start ripping my flesh apart.
Oh, this was literal. That is dark. He says as he hefts his turd bag over the shoulder.
Bag of turd.
As you paddle your way into the dock, see the city on its horizon. You pull up off the boat. That's where we're going to take a quick break. So we will come back afterwards to the city of Waterdeep. I've been very excited to do this the last couple of weeks. So we will come back at about 10:05. Sorry that it was a little bit of a shorter first half, but it seems like a good place to stop for a cheeky one. So we'll be back at around about 10:05. We'll see you very shortly. And we're back. Sorry we're a little late back. There was late toiletings needed and things. But we are back nonetheless. So, not last we left off, before the break, a lot of questioning of reasons and finding out about families and everything as the Lobstars cruised through the meandering underground river that leads from Skullport to Waterdeep. As they come out onto this open sea, they start to paddle towards the harbour. That is where we left off. So, as you start cruising in, paddling in, you can see there's a dockmaster just waiting at the end, like ready to throw you a rope that you can come in. Where's you one? Who's handling the?
I should point out I have reclaimed the magic sword from Charleston and said my goodbyes and booted them overboard before we came into sight.
Yeah. I got that. Don't worry.
Done.
Good thinking. Bye, Charleston.
Be good.
Oh,
He was a good one. He was a good one.
It was a good one. Samson, you are a bit more endowed in the muscular department than I am. Do you wish to be the one to tie the knots and do the rope?
Sure, man. Yeah.
I don't know why. I just assume you will know what to do with knots and rope.
Yeah, I can grab rope.
Well,
Good,
know.
yeah. And I would gesture to the dogmaster and point to Samson.
Some
He
that
throws-
slip easily, some not so easily.
Yeah, Dockmaster, who looking at him is this half orc man, high big stature, burly, like tattoos up either arm, quite well built, just wearing a waistcoat. Seems like quite a hot day. Throws you a rope, just starts pulling you in. He ties you up. He just puts out his hand.
I grab it as if to like pull, as if he's offering it to help us out.
Just kind of pulls it away. Get up yourself.
There's no need to be so rude. It has to know, like, try and clamber it, and it's not graceful, but he'll clamber his way up and turn and like offer his hand to Bess.
Oh, sorry, it's been a long day.
It's okay, friend. We all have off days.
I was putting up my hand for the dock fee.
Yeah, how much is that?
Well, you have 2 boats. Standard dock fees, a gold each, but that will keep you here for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Wunderbar.
If you leave before, then you'll get a slight refund for what you've not. The amount
It
of
is
days you've not been here.
so good to be back in actual civilization where there are things like refunds and bureaucracy. Oh, it warms my slightly German heart.
I'll give him how many silver pieces are in a gold? 10. Okay, I'll count out 20 silver pieces.
Bit of change. We're not used to this kind of money either, but thank you.
And I'll slip him an electrum piece.
Well, thank you.
DM, we need to get this throne out. That was being carried by the skeletons.
Gilly boys.
Kelly boys.
Off the is it
How
light
much
enough
does it
to
weigh?
It's quite light.
carry it, or that Samson could carry it, or that they could carry it together?
Can
or-
I ask how heavy it is,
I think it
please?
was 500 pounds.
It's quite heavy. Rünlák and Samson will be able to carry it together. Quite heavy though, but easy enough. You both get it out. It's a big chair.
Yeah, it's not very comfortable either. Although you're welcome to take a sit.
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you.
I'm just going to like glance at Bess and just make eye contact and just look away really quickly.
You,
Not doing that again.
Day or
What was
What's
that,
that?
my friend?
you going to stand here all day, or you headed off?
Gosh.
Welcome to
I get rid of us
Waterdeep,
so
by the
quickly.
way.
Well, thank
We've
you.
got a backlog of ships coming in. You didn't
My
go to the
apologies.
back of the queue.
We are small fish, big pond. You know, it's a little bit takes some adjusting. Sorry, we will be on the way. Can you recommend us just 3 things quickly? I need an inn for us to go that you would recommend. Something not too expensive, but nothing what is too rough either. We are traveling, of course, with some delicate people, mostly myself and ladies. And so something a little better than shit would be good. And
Ask a question, man.
No tiefling run institutions, thank you very much.
yeah, we had a bad experience
Not
recently.
that we're racists or anything.
Just a very recent bad experience. And
Yeah.
then I need a powerful healing done. I guess the church would be the place for that, or something. And thirdly, where can I find your magic shop, please?
Well, there's many taverns and things. Which district are you headed to, or are you new in town?
We're new.
Okay, so you
Do
have
any of the taverns sell
Dock
spaghetti hoops?
district, which is where you are now. I see near the docks quite a few taverns here. Lots of sailor types and lots of. I don't know if you'd want to take these young girls to anywhere around here. really.
I'd be very worried for the person who tried anything with them, but against the will of
I'm
sure.
sure,
But yeah, best for insurance purposes, we do not tempt the fates.
then you have the Sea District, very lots of nice villas there, but not so much in terms of taverns and things. Not anything cheap anyway.
Yeah.
Then you have the North District, which is pretty nice. Just making sure I get all of the districts.
Wherever there's some shops.
If you want shops, then you want the market district. I
Right.
believe that's what it's called.
That's where we should go.
It is
give me
now.
1 sec. Okay, so there's the Sea Ward, the North Ward, the Castle Ward, the Trades Ward, the City of the Dead, the Dock Ward, the South Ward, and the Harp.
The
That's
City
so
of the
many.
Dead?
Check, would we remember / know where the tavern is that we met in?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
What was the name? What was the name of that tavern?
The hole. I don't know. The one that has the
yeah.
hole down into the dungeon.
Is the one
The Yawning Portal.
That's the one.
And that's in the Trades Ward.
So that is where we are heading.
If I remember rightly.
Thank
We'll
you.
probably go first and then go to the market ward. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
let's
for
go
your
there.
information, sir. And I hand him another electrum piece.
Oh, thank you. I tell a lie. It is in the North Ward.
Right.
Yawning
Well, we'll
Portal.
head there
Sorry, there's lots of places here.
Kein Problem, mein Freund.
Sorry, sir. How far is the walk?
Oh,
Walk.
it's quite a way.
We can get
Okay.
we can get a taxi.
I mean, if you do want to hire
Carriage.
a carriage, then that can be arranged.
Yeah, how much?
Let me look. I'll tell you a lie. Actually, it's in the Castle Ward.
Oh, it's okay.
What the hell?
It's a big city. I'm sure he works on the docks. He probably doesn't have a lot of time
There's
to.
so many.
Is the Yawning Portal expensive?
You would know.
Moderate.
Yeah,
That's
it will
fine,
do.
that'll
That's
do.
exactly what we are looking for.
Yes.
Yawning Portal still far away, even though it's in the castle.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
To hire a coach or like someone to take you there, it will cost. Oh, I even had a price list. Sorry, viewers.
Spreadsheets.
It will cost. Let's just go with 2 silver. Oh, a silver actually. A silver.
I'll pay it.
Will we all fit in a coach?
I want to stand on the back so I can see everything that's
A
going on
coach
as we
will,
pass.
With the throne.
Coach will take 2 of you. If you
Oh.
want.
I don't need one.
Do you not want to? It would be better if we arrive at the same time, or.
I just don't need one.
Oh, okay. In that case, who's
How-
going with who?
What if Alethia turns into a horse and Haston rides her?
Christ.
Yeah.
Christ
It's
alive.
just a suggestion.
Yes, I could do
Fucking
it.
bards.
I guess I could do that.
Where are we putting the throne? Is my
Well,
first
that would
question.
need to go on a carriage.
Good fucking point.
That would need to go on a carriage. I assume the one that takes Rünlák and Samson, so they can lift it off. And then if I am taking Alethia as a horse, or we could just pay the silver and we can have a nice carriage ride. I mean,
Yes.
like whoever we deviate up with. Not that I am. Just don't look at me like that, Bess. I see you.
Let's get the carriage, Haston. Let's just get the carriage.
We will get the carriage. Yeah. Can we have? Bess will go with Samson and Rünlák. She can sit on Samson's knee. 2 carriages, please.
Two cat. Well, I'm not the person you'd hire.
Yeah. Wherever we go, I will go fucking find it. And like you see the pink ears poking from underneath the hood, like they poked out.
But I've not finished answering your questions.
Oh yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we have the tavern. We know where we're going. I need a healer and a quick fire round, a magic shop.
There's many temples and things here.
Which one would be particularly good at reviving a dead person?
That's reviving a dead person.
Yeah.
Specifically a goblin.
Yeah, it's only small. Shouldn't cost too much. They pay by the pound, yeah?
I don't know what they pay, but
It's... okay.
no, in the North Ward, there is the hospice of Saint Lupsen. Lupsen.
St. Lukeson, yeah. Northward. I will go there.
They might be able to help you. I believe they worship the deity Ilmata in there.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, they might be able to help you, but I don't know.
It's okay.
And when you say magic shop,
I mean, like, if a wizard was to go looking for new spells, or scrolls, or magical bric-a-brac, or components.
there is the Mage Hall.
Sounds good.
Might be able to help you.
Which district is that in?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do 4 things at once.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No, I literally just.
I'll find out for you.
I literally just read a comment that was Mr. Hyde Rabbit saying the DM's talking slowly because £50 is on the line. And that made me laugh.
It's not true. I've already won said £50. Unless you can find a way.
We're getting money for this tour. We can afford it, I'm sure.
Oh, I think I might have. Oh no, it's the same spreadsheet. No, we'll say it's in the market. It's
Sure.
in the Castle Ward. It's in the Castle Ward, which is where the market is. That's what. We'll
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go get.
How far away is the carriage hire?
You might need to
yonder,
walk a
let's
bit
go.
that way. You might need to walk that way.
Haston is like already booked it. I think years gone.
Yeah, just be careful. Just be careful. There's lots of undesirables around this part.
Okay. Thank you for your
Yeah,
help.
I think we might be part of them. Bye!
I don't think so. But bye. It actually starts beckoning in the second set of boats that are coming in.
It was a
that you
very
pushed in
helpful.
front of.
We trot to the carriage place.
Haston has
Well,
literally ran it.
As you're walking through these streets, you notice that it's very cobbled. It's highly populated. Like we're speaking dense impact. What's it called? Dense population here. Yeah. Looking around, you see. Every now and then, you see like a small building that contains a small, not small, a person with like a yellow, almost tunic with a green sash or like tabard on it, holding a club and a small dagger. But looking around, you notice that you are very heavily armed. Area where no one is armed. It's like the fact that you are very armed is highly uncommon. You walk around, make a perception check, see if you can see any carriages for hire.
Oh, please, dear God, let me find a carriage. This is not the time for me not to find a carriage.
I got 16.
Look around.
19.
You do manage to find a couple carriages.
My roll's just coming through.
They seem to be vacant, up for sale. Well, not up for sale, but
For rent, yep.
up for hire.
My good man, we need 2 carriages. Bitte.
Where are you going?
We are going to the yawning portal in the castle vault.
Ah, yes, I know it well. Done quite a few journeys there today already. Looks to be livening up.
Oh yeah, that is good. How much was the journey? We have we're kind of cramping in one carriage. We have a little bit of stock to take with us. I don't know if that costs extra. If it does, we are happy to pay the surcharge.
Well, looking at your party and how many you've got, you're quite large. How about... because I think I won't fit you all. Not in these 2 carriages.
You can take me off the list. I don't need to be in the carriage.
You are the smallest person. There was I don't think you were the problem. And he kind of like gestures behind a hand towards Rünlák.
Well, if it's really necessary, then I will change into a horse.
I should think if you want me to take to take the chair that you have with you, happily if a few of you can walk and meet us there, that would be very useful.
Well, we're not giving you we can't leave the chair. Just
no, I'm not saying leave the chair. I'm saying
we
a few
can go
of
with
you
the
walk
chair.
and a few of you go with the chair.
All right, okay. Alethia, you're gonna need to horse it up, girl.
Fine.
Yeah, okay, then who is going with the chair? I am not strong, but I can go with the chair if someone else wants to pick a horse.
Fit in the carriage with the chair.
What?
Who's going in the carriage? Who's doing
Well,
what?
how many will fit in the carriage?
I'd say 4 plus the chair.
Okay.
Oh,
am
yeah,
not.
that's
carriage.
fantastic because Alethia can horse it up and we're sorted.
And
Bess and Rünlák and Samson then, and Haston should ride Alethia.
And just as this is all going on, I'm gonna take my horse and saddlebags patch off of my robe of useful items and have a horse.
If I am, and
Horse.
I say this with all due respect, Alethia, if I am to ride a horse, Bess, could I use the saddle, please?
Me? have a
Opal,
saddle.
sorry, Opal, please, could I borrow the saddle?
Are you sure you don't want to bareback it?
Fuck's sake.
Christ.
I don't know if you've
My
ever
wife,
ridden
ladies and gentlemen.
I have decided that I have a white horse, and her name is Snowflake. And I'm going to turn to Haston and say, I don't want to sit on Snowflake's back like that. It might hurt her, so no. And then put my foot in the stirrup.
As you pull this patch off, and this horse just kind of apparates out of this patch, the coach rider's like, wait here. And
Oh no.
Have we just done something illegal?
And I'm just stroking Snowflake's nose, just scratching it. And holding her reins.
Yeah, Samson.
If you want any advice on bareback, and I'm your man.
Oh, sting Samson.
What? I mean, if you have you ridden a horse bareback before, Samson?
Oh,
we're talking about horses. Oh God, sorry, my mistake.
What are you talking about? And then I kind of like sinks in.
Doesn't matter. I'll speak to you later.
Opal, I'm just going to put one hand on Haston's arm and just go, it's okay. Just block it out. That's what I tried.
Yeah, no, I understand now, and I wish I did not. And he's like,
Yes.
you can't see because of the hoods, and he's probably quite grateful for that.
As this discussion's going along, you see the coach driver coming back with two of these
Guards.
And they look at you and just say, which one of you did it?
Which one of us did what?
The horse. We were told by this gentleman that apparated a horse out of nowhere.
Yeah, Opal has a horse in her pocket.
No,
How could someone operate a horse out of nowhere?
Yeah, it was
No,
from the pocket.
We don't
this is a
lie in
normal
this
horse.
city.
What was...
You have not done anything wrong.
Oh,
I can assure you of that.
Okay.
Well, it was
But
me.
all magic users need to be registered in this city.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Where can I register?
Okay, so all magic users need to come with me, and we will put you on the register. It's just in case to help discerning if there is any
magical crimes.
magical crimes. It is so we have extra hands, or if there is a crime of arcane nature, we are able to narrow down the suspects very quickly.
Yeah, okay. Then,
With that.
Am I a horse at this point? Yeah. Because I can't really sign anything if I'm a horse.
yeah, I think Alethia, that because you've just put your wild shape in. If you're a horse, Haston will kind of like. She's also a magic user, but I am I okay to sign on your behalf?
And me as a horse, I'm just like.
I'll handle the paperwork.
I mean, our whole party technically is.
No, but it's not the same.
I don't
And
know.
Anyone who uses magic will have to come with me.
Does a paladin count?
Paladin does count.
Oh yeah, okay. Then this is everybody. Okay, quick trip to the guard station. Yeah, let's go.
I'm just an actor. I'm just a singer.
But your
dancer.
performances are so enchanting.
Do you use magic?
The magic of my wit, maybe.
It's not that sharp. It's not that sharp of it.
Watch it. 12, fuck's sake.
But it seems that the rest of your party is coming with, so follow me. You just,
but I'm not liking this.
anyone who uses magic must sign. Come.
It's okay. What's the worst that can happen?
What are we doing with the throne in the
He
meantime?
leads you off down the road.
Taking it with us.
Down
Still with
through.
throne.
Yeah, the throne's coming too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of. I would assume you're bringing all your possession.
Yeah, I'm bringing Snowflake too.
Yeah, and I'm getting really antsy and doing
As
that
you walk through
horse thing because we're
town,
wasting
the
time
city,
until-
following these guards, you see the menagerie of different creatures and people that are walking the streets. You see dwarves, you see humans, you see elves, you see gnomes, halflings, even like the odd half-orc here and there, like you saw on the dock. You walk for 25-30 minutes before you make your way through into the castle district. You can see this is very well named because you can see Mount Waterdeep coming and perusing from the ground up towards the cliff, to form a cliff at the end with a castle perched upon the top of it. And looking around, you see at the base of this a large wall with various guard buildings, and just to the west, another building which seems to be the main guard post. So, he leads you in. I assume you're all just going in with him.
horses.
You can tie them up outside. There's a hitching post just there.
She doesn't need... Alethia, can you watch Opal's horse for us, please? I'll bring you a carrot.
And
Oh man, we can get proper vegetables here.
I just place snowflake shrines in Alethia's mouth.
You ever seen that video of the dog walking a smaller dog?
It's a bit strange, this.
Magic, yeah.
Samson
I'm
just
gonna come in and lurk at the back of the room, and just so that I want to observe what's going on.
as I'm humping this huge throne with Rünlák through the city, I just, and as we get into the room and set it down, I lean in and go, I mean, she didn't actually use magic there, did she? She just pulled a patch off and rolled.
Use the magic item, yeah.
It's a magic item, Samson. I have to do magic to make it work.
But then also she is like
Did say
magic,
that,
so
really said it to Rünlák.
Oh, sorry.
And second of all, Samson's now got all the smart. He thinks he's being clever.
He traded in brains for hair. Glorious, glorious hair.
And abs.
Oh yeah, can't forget those.
So you walk in, and it seems that you've been led into like, more like the admin part of the office, and you see a small gnome sat behind the desk and scribbling away. So it peers up from their glasses, like, "Oh, what have we got here?"
There is some magic users here to register. We are new to the city, so we are here to register.
Yes, thank you. Well, there is a 1 copper tax that you'll have to pay.
I pull out a silver and just pop it down.
Oh, thank you. That will cover all of you. So I just need you to sign this bit of paper, and if there is any reason why we need you in the town, you will be compensated if so. But if you are needed for your assistance, just let us know you are leaving, so we can take you off our register.
Yeah.
At the
Okay.
word compensated, I step forward and I go, oh, I guess I should put my name down then.
You know what? There's paperwork involved, and I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit excited. Shall I sign it for all of us? And fill out everybody's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Haston, I think it's bold of you to assume that you are the only person who likes paperwork in the group.
Okay, I will share. And he like takes half the forms and hands them over. Pulls out another ink quill.
Haston,
Yeah. Okay. Let's race you to the finish line, Opal. Ready, set, go. He starts spelling out the paperwork.
So there's not much to fill out. It's just name and what your expertise are and what your specialties are. It's a couple of minutes and then it's all fine.
He does not. He does not put down necromancy for his, by the way. He'll put down evocation.
Yeah.
I would like to have a little peek over whoever's shoulder is doing my one, and I'll
be doing Bess's.
Okay, I want to get a look at what she's putting down for my expertise, and keep like suggesting other things as if it's my friggin' CV.
And
what are you suggesting?
And I write right, you make your suggestions first, and then I'll tell you what I actually write.
Okay. I think you've missed a few things. You should probably mention the fact that I can like don't put the snake thing down. That's weird. Nobody likes that. No. I think you should say that I'm like charming beyond belief, beautiful beyond compare, and sing so sweetly that I can change the hearts of of the most evil men. And word it like that, okay? I'm not saying this shit for nothing. Word it exactly like that.
Right, okay. I'm going to write.
I concur, by the way.
I'm going to write. Quite a good singer, sometimes does magic with it. Bit of a meanie, sometimes does magic with it. Generally, likes men, sometimes does magic with it.
Well, that's a bit making some assumptions there.
No, I just did what you said.
Stomp off.
That everyone could understand.
Yeah, Haston has done literally. It's like Haston, wizard, evocation, Alethia, druid, wildfire, Rünlák, paladin, radiant. Hands it in.
And to be fair, Opal, I mean, all I do magic-wise is just help people and myself see me better, really.
Samson, aasimar, does some light things. Sometimes is a bit full of himself and can sometimes make that magic.
Yeah.
And then Opal, sorcerer, lightning, draconic, done.
Wow, Opal, you wrote so much more than me. I hope it will be acceptable. As he hands it back into the note.
As you hand it back, it's like, yeah, that's all seems to be in order. You say you're new in town as well.
Yeah.
Never been, not really been here before.
Not properly, no.
Well,
Just
here,
here before.
I will hand you over a set of some basic laws that you'll need to abide by while you're here.
You're telling me this.
And also some punishments that will happen if you break these laws. Very high priest in this city. I've sent you it in notes, by the way.
I can't.
People at home. It's also basic stuff. People at home on Twitch, I will post it in Twitch chat as well because I think I can do that. Let's see if I can. If I can, then I will. At home.
Oh, there's a whole note.
The infinite loop begins.
I can't post it in Twitch chat, so you're gonna have to deal with it.
It's all right, Twitch. I'm in the same boat as you. Because I got your video feed up, unfortunately. That's just going to break the law. Breaking the law.
Lots of simple stuff. It's nothing too big. Nothing fancy. If we were in person, I'd just give you the handout, but sadly, not just now.
So small.
Yeah. That's over a legal code of crimes against nobles, crimes against the city, crimes against the gods, and crimes against citizens. Just labeling out a few different things that you should keep in mind being around the city.
Hold on here.
Dankeschön für
What's this section here about blackmailing or intimidating a citizen? What if he deserves it?
What do you mean if they deserve it? It's against the law.
Yeah, it's like if you kill someone, even though they deserve it, it's still murder.
I'm not talking about killing, I'm talking about intimidating.
Yeah, it's the same kind of kettle of
It's
fish.
not my fault if sometimes people just find me a little bit abrasive, okay?
Well, there's a difference between being abrasive and blackmailing someone.
And Bess, everyone finds you abrasive.
I've also remembered that I'm not here, so I shouldn't be reading this.
No. Anyway, we have left our party member who is a horse right now and a magical summoned horse outside. And we should get back to them. Also, is there anywhere we can buy apples in here? I don't think so.
But, if you head to the market, there'll be somewhere there, I'm sure. Also, I'd be wary of being so heavily armed.
Yeah, once we are in a tavern, we will shed some of our armaments.
I would suggest that, yes.
Yeah. Oh, Rünlák is not going to like that.
Would you suggest that?
What is that, sorry?
Why exactly would you suggest that?
It's not something very common in the city for people to just be walking around very heavily armored.
Just to
it's not against the law.
Oh,
It's not against the law, but yeah, I would on a side of caution. That's all. Already
City's
quite the
got a lot of
ragtag group
rules.
of people. And this is a very busy city, population of 1.3 million. We need to keep the
But you
law
just-
in order.
This list of rules, and presumably if we feel intimidated by people who are
Yes,
bothering
if you
us-
feel like someone has broken a law, just report them to one of the city watch, and they will deal with it.
Fantastic.
Gotcha.
Thank you so much for your help.
Of course. Well, I hope that we won't need your help, but if we do,
What
you
if
will
you
hear from us.
Yeah, me too. Would hate to be caught intimidating somebody. Fucking.
Well, you can
Sorry.
always just not be caught, Haston would say cheerily as he walks out the door.
And I grab Bess's hand and kind of drag her behind me. Like, because she's being a bit rude.
Well,
Meanwhile,
Rünlák,
I'm just standing. Sorry, when you go.
no, I guess it's back to hoiking this throne.
So, where
I'm just outside, just
else
like
you headed
on a hoof,
next?
just waiting and tapping a hoof and looking at the
To
door.
the tavern.
I
Looking
think
at the door.
yes. And I hop upon Snowflake and start trip trotting.
Cool.
Yeah,
So I'm
I will-
trotting along.
I will swing on to Alethia, I guess. And
Well, now you're in the castle ward, so you are in the ward where the yawning portal is.
so I don't think we are going to be that far away, so I guess we will meet you at the tavern. Yes, Rünlák and Samson.
Okay.
You want to hop onto the throne and be like carried, kind of.
Absolutely.
See,
I like
it-
to make an entrance.
And as this is happening, I lean down to Samson's ear and just whisper, "Remember when she's sat in it, she'll only be able to tell the truth. So you could really wind her up a bit." And then trot off with Haston. And
Yeah,
Olivia
as we're leaving, I'll cast dancing lights to circle around her head as she's being paraded through the town.
Okay, so as
Just like pointing in it, like I'm basically like, good evening, good morrow, fine citizens.
as you sit on the throne, you do feel the warmth come through you again.
Stop reading the
As-
chat.
As
Can't help it, that's so
as you
traumatizing.
feel this charm come over you.
Suddenly just sort of freeze and I'm like, ah, shit, I forgot.
And you've just been up into the air, dancing lights, Rünlák and Samson carrying you along.
So, Bess, are you enjoying yourself up there?
I was a second ago. I think we should stop. This is a good place to stop, and I'll
Why
just
do
hop
you-
off because I'm just
why-
too much weight. I'm too heavy. That's clearly the issue.
Why do
Yeah.
you want to stop, Bess?
Because I don't want to talk to you.
Why not?
Because I know what you're doing. You're going to ask me questions, and I'm going to have to tell you because this is what this works. And if I keep talking, maybe I wouldn't have to let you answer any questions, and I can't hear you. Let me down.
What is
Keep
it that you're
walking.
most afraid that you're going to accidentally blurt out, Bess?
I don't know. Who knows? Anything. Anything's too much. Anything. Still with my hands on my ears, trying my best to like not hear any questions.
Rünlák just looks up at you and just says, "Why do you think you've got no friends?"
Wait.
Hard.
How would you know? How would he know that? First of all,
Don't know. Why are you
Plucking
so
that out of nowhere.
abrasive all the time?
There we go.
abrasive. I'm not abrasive. I'm just I'm just tough. I'm tough, okay? You have to be tough. It's better to be tough than hurt.
I don't imagine we're
Why?
that far ahead.
No, you were trotting and they're kind of walking, so imagine you're not far behind.
Do you think we would hurt you, Bess?
Yes, everybody hurts you. Everybody's cruel. You just haven't shown it yet.
You want us to sit in the chair and tell you that we will not hurt you or do not intend to hurt you?
Just because you think you might not hurt me now doesn't mean that you won't in the future.
That
so
is
you
true.
can tell the truth now, and it could still end up being a lie.
That sounds very lonely, Bess.
It's better to be lonely.
That's a lie. Come on, Alethia! Then he, goes to spur Alethia.
I'm just
Alethia,
trying to...
what are you doing when he kicks you to go faster?
I just gently sort of threaten to buck him off, but not enough to actually
Can't
go
hear you,
and
Lauren.
just be like, watch yourself, son, and then just trot a little bit faster.
As she threatens to butt past him, because he's riding bareback, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry about that, I forgot.
Opal,
I forgot about that.
I pull Snowflake back a little bit to walk next to the boys and Bess in the chair. I'm just gonna turn to Bess.
I'm trying to hold my ears while simultaneously trying to wriggle myself out of the chair in a safe way that's not going to hurt me.
Yeah.
Pretty high up.
Fuck.
We're going to hurt you.
What?
You heard me. How do you think that we're going to hurt you?
You leave. Everybody leaves.
I'm not going to leave.
Yes, you will. You'll find what you're looking for, and then you'll leave.
Do you
And
ever
I'll
feel like,
be alone
maybe-
again in the dark.
but do you maybe feel like people leave because you push them away?
Probably.
And when we if we're getting close to the tavern and Samson and Rünlák sit down in the chair, and
I'll fit like a fucking shot.
as he and Samson just says to Bess, kind of out of earshot of the rest of the group, he's like, I think you know me well enough to know that I don't have any ulterior motives. I'm not very good at hiding anything. When you're with me, you're spending time in the light. Okay. I'll just leave it there.
I know I didn't hear that as Opal, but what a wanker.
I thought it was kind of sweet.
It's the deepest I think Samson's ever been.
Like for
Actually,
Samson.
Problem.
Samson,
It's some real depth there. Samson.
as you,
There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
I assume Alethia is going to unwild shape.
Yes.
Do you let me get off first?
Oh, don't just.
She thinks,
Just you unwild shape, and he's just piggybacking on you.
Actually, yes, because that's funnier.
As you unwild shape and you all walk in to the yawning portal tavern.
Wait, what do I do with Snowflake?
Just tie her up.
There'll be a stable or a hitching post.
Yeah, there's a hitching post outside, quite a few.
And I would like to give her a big cuddle and an ear stretch and just say,
Of
I'll
course.
be back soon, don't worry.
Guess who was the
Likes
horse
it.
girl growing up?
As you walk in, you hear this hustle and bustle. There's hundreds of people in here. This 3-story portal tavern. You can see the well in which all of you went down. Well, Haston didn't. Most of you went down in the beginning, looming there, like this entrance to this this underground maze that you've spent the last month in. You see hundreds of people here, very busy tavern, but you can just about see the bar in the distance. What would you like to do?
Remember to talk quietly, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is true.
Is your man Volo here?
Let's have a look. I'll scout around to see if I can recognise Frollo anywhere. Or Chrysando's sister, either of them.
You look around, make a perception check.
3.
It's quite busy. Hard to see. So many people like darting in and out of each other and sitting down, laughing, joking. Got people playing chess and performance in the corner. Hard to see anyone in particular.
Let us get some rooms.
Useless.
We need to find these people so we can use the reward money to pay for bringing Turd back.
Yeah.
It is we still have some days. My spell lasts for 10. We were only traveling for 3-ish.
Yeah, this is the when you took one long rest. That was the first day.
Second long rest.
Then second long rest, second day. So this is the third day.
So
it is starting to get like mid afternoon, 5 o'clock ish.
So we do still have time, but as soon as the better.
Yeah, the longer we have this throne, we might be able to monetize it in some way. Set it up in here as a sort of
roll on up, find out your friend's darkest secrets. 1 gold piece a turn.
I think before we give the chair back, maybe we should. I think a few of us have had to face it. I think it's only fair if we all do.
That is, it is very kind of you, Opal.
Interesting.
I think what we shall do is let us see if they have a suite, and we can all have adjoining rooms. And what the fuck is this? And I think a bit broke off my keyboard. It's my keyboard lag. And then we might have a little room where we can all gather. We can set up the throne in there, and we can all take a turn and ask questions.
Also,
I'd also like to suggest, because we have been travelling for a very, very long time.
Oh, what did you say?
If we can order room service to the suite.
Slew?
Oh, I asked if Haston could check for a stable for Snowflake.
Yeah, I will
Also,
ask the barkeeper.
Alex, can you not hear Lauren or something? She was fully talking when you just.
No, I can't
in.
hear Lauren at all.
Do you want to jump? Do you want to jump out and jump back in?
I will.
Right, take over the game. Don't let him back in.
All right, Lauren's the DM now. Alex is back.
Turd just magically comes back to life.
So close. Turd was about to be reanimated. We were all going to get spaghetti hoops for our evening meal. It was going to be.
Spaghetti hoops. Can you hear her now, Alex?
I can hear her now.
Oh, you're much quieter. You're much quieter now for me. Let me adjust volumes. All right, good. Speak more.
I can also see Lauren for the first time this evening as well.
You have missed so much, my friend.
It was stamping her little hooves and.
I was embodying the horse. I was doing.
I love it.
It's one
of these things where as long as I can hear you, it's fine. And most of the evening, I've been able to hear you, apart from just now.
Can you boost your volume just a little bit for me, Alex? When you left the call, it's turned it down a little bit.
How about now?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like I can't see Slew, so I'm having to watch the stream.
Did you get very far? Here we go. Right. We're back in motion. Sorry about that small technical issue. So you headed to what were you saying, Lauren? While I rudely interrupted you.
Oh no, I was saying that we should all go to the suite and order room service because we've been traveling for a very long time and I think we're all hungry.
Yes.
So yeah, Haston will.
Nice to have something that's not like dried meat,
salted meat. Yeah, Haston will weaving his way through the crowd. Sorry, with shoulder gun. Sorry. Excuse me. Yeah. and make his way to the bar looking for like the proprietor.
I'll come with him.
Okay, you look over the bar, and you can see Urin, I think his name was. Yes, we'll go with Durin. Just wiping glasses. Hello. I don't know if that was his voice, but it is his voice now. Oh, hello. What can I get for you? Oh, you recognize your faces.
Yeah, my friend Bess, I suppose you went into the dungeons this way, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, that's where I remember you from.
Yeah, you gave me a
was
couple
it?
slots on this. Slots on the on your small stage over there.
Oh, yes, that's where I remember you from.
If you need any more entertainment, I'm back.
I think we're fully
And-
booked for some time, but we'll keep you in mind. How long in town?
You have a
Not sure.
specific set of goals in our time here. But we are we would like to book some rooms, hopefully a suite with adjoining rooms if you have it, with a little common area for privacy.
Well, I don't know if you have that, but let me check.
Thank
I'll be
you.
able to do you some rooms at one end, but I don't know if we have
That would be
a small
fine.
common area.
That would be fine.
Let me just check. And he walks back and checks his little booking book. And goes, what I could do for you...
Yeah.
This accent is going everywhere. I'm so sorry.
You started off kind of
Well-
West Country.
Well, what we could do for you...
There we go.
There we go. What we could do for you is... a room sleeps 2. So, how many of you is there? 6. So, 3 rooms. I could give you a 4th room, and that could be your common room.
That would be good, yeah. Yeah, that would work for us. So each room sleeps 2, and he looks at Bess again, and just sighs. Yeah, 4 rooms would be good. Dankeschön.
4 rooms. That would be, let's call it, 1 gold, 5 silver.
Cool.
That would do. That'll do.
Should I get this one, or do you want to get
I
this
can get it.
one?
I haven't paid for anything in a while, guys. I'll get it.
Oh, Samson, Dankeschön. Thank you.
All right.
Kind of saving all my money to save Turd right now, so that's very much appreciated.
Didn't remember the staple.
Yeah. Do you have a stable per chance where you can obviously stable a horse for an extended period and have it groomed regularly?
Well, I don't have a stable, but that's going Welsh. Hello.
Too far
I
west.
don't
Too
have a
far
stable.
west.
I don't have a stable, but is when just round the corner. If you leave me with the funds, I will get it sorted for you.
Oh, thank you very much. We will.
How long? How long for?
We are docked for 2 weeks, so for just now, I think that will cover us. So
Okay. If you're staying for 2 weeks with the stable, probably be with all the food and the grooming. I would say something is happening. What's that?
I think it's the performer has just finished their set or is about to start. They seem very excited.
Yeah, very,
Who did you
very
book?
excited.
Yeah, who is playing?
It's some Lady Gaga.
Is she the gnome
Very-
who dresses up in the weird outfits?
Yeah, that's her. That's her. Well,
I think I've heard of her.
Well, I think it'll be a grooming. I think it'll be about 5 silver. But if you give me that, then I'll sort it. And if it's more, then I'll let you know.
Yeah, I hand over a Electrum piece.
Thank you. In his pocket, and is that? Hey, you! Sort that horse out there. Take it to the stable.
The
Are you
accent
from?
is killing me.
Oh,
He's
yes,
Welsh country now. It's just Welsh
He's Welsh
country.
Who knows? Who knows? Anyway,
Somewhere in
horse
the
is
western
sorted.
region of the British Isles, there is Durin. Okay, he defies your labels.
he does indeed. He does indeed. Anyway, your horse is sorted. Rooms upstairs, right at the end of the corridor.
Yeah, I got the rooms. Oh, Durin, between you and me here, we are looking for Mrs. Passando and Follow. If you see them, let them know the Lobstars are looking for them.
I think that they
Okay.
know that's her name. I don't think they know that. They're just tell them that there's some people
The
have
Lobstars.
returned from the dungeon.
I mean, I don't know if Evelyn Esvila's gonna be here anytime soon, but it might be worth speaking to some of the more nobles in the city. They might be able to
People
help you
check.
out with
Yeah.
there. But
We'll deal with
Verlo
that
was only in
tomorrow.
here a few days ago, so he comes back every now and then. So
Perfect.
I'll keep it in mind.
Thank you so much for your help, my friend. We got the rooms. Samson, here's your key for you, and unless you want to switch with somebody else.
I mean, I'm getting a bit bored of sharing with Rünlák, but it's fine. Like,
Samson, do you want to share with me?
yeah, it's mix it up. It's all good.
Okay, Samson und Opal, here is your room key. Bess und
Go with Rünlák.
Rünlák.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
I
made the mistake
on,
of giving
Rünlák.
you the
Let's
choice.
get cozy.
I glance across at Bess and give her a wee smile and a wink because I know exactly what she's just done.
And I'm gonna just glance across at Haston, catch his eye, and roll my eyes and look away again.
Und
I love this dynamic. I have to say.
2 rooms. Alethia, we have one for a common room, but I can also sleep in there if you so wish. There's the key for the other room. Right, let us go. And is there baths up in the rooms, perchance?
I don't want to
Because-
drink Bass. Bass is shite.
I need a bath because I smell like shite.
And you look like it too.
Thank you, Bess.
We need some food as well, like real bad.
Yeah. Could we take?
If you want food, you just need to ask for it.
Could we have some? Just to one of the rooms, just send enough meals to cover us all. And
No. Hold on. I'll take care of the food. I
Okay,
will order
she'll take it.
food.
Can I have a bath sent to my room, please? Thank you very much, and I will head on up.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So I'll get all of them sorted with a bath.
That would
You
be
worry.
wonderful. Thank you.
So, can I please order some room service? I think we're gonna need, and if it can be delivered to our 4th room, that'd be lovely.
You fucker.
So we're gonna need some like nice wine, some strawberries, maybe some oysters. If you've got any like chocolate that can be heated up for like dipping the strawberries into, that would be great. What else? Anything really sexy. Some like pungent cheese, maybe.
Spaghetti.
Pungent cheese.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Oh,
I do have I could sort that out for you, but what kind of wine are you talking? Are you speaking cheap or expensive?
well, I would get expensive, but I don't think the funds are going to stretch to it. So let's go for some cheap wine, but like a bottle. And can we like, have you got like some nice glasses so that it looks fancy?
Oh.
The only difference
No.
between cheap wine and expensive wine is the label.
Well, that's fucking fine.
If you're going to get that,
A bottle of wine. Come on.
Well, hold on, this is just for them.
All of that. If you just want the cheap wine, if you want the cheap wine, it'll come to around 3 gold. If you want the expensive wine, then it will be about 13 gold.
Okay, fuck the wine. Can you give me a couple, like 4 shots of your strongest booze? I feel like maybe we
You
need
got
to like
3 gold.
Right, done. And for the rest of us, can we have like fruits and like nice, like a crudités and some soup brought up and some stew, just loads of like really
I'll
good
give you a surprise.
hearty
surprise.
foods, please, and fresh vegetables because my god.
We're gonna have a 2 gold, 3 gold for
Okay.
all that as well.
Done. 5 gold off.
Oh, it will be up in no time. Up in no time.
Thank you.
Also, as you head up, what would you like to do?
Haston has waited for the bath to arrive, and has as soon as was able to do so, has settled into the bath and just closed his eyes. Like he took the first like 10 minutes scrubbing all the dirt from travel off, and now he's just lounging in the bath, waiting, and he's having a good time, relaxing, eyes half closed. And yeah, just waiting for room service basically to turn up.
Hey, what's
You're
everyone else
just
doing?
chilling naked in the bath with Alethia sort of like sitting there on the other side of the room.
Separate
just like...
rooms. Haston made sure to get an extra room.
Yeah, but we've got a common room. Like, that's where Samson.
Yeah, Haston's room is basically the common.
Samson's in there, chilling out, just waiting for the room service to arrive.
And
That's
I
fine,
am
though.
I am also having a bath and just generally cleaning myself and chilling out, and also like kind of doing that like prodding at my face where the fissures appeared, just to sort of try and work it out because it's the first one and not quite sure what it is and
That's
why
fine.
it's arrived.
Yeah, Haston would just be chatting with Samson. I'm looking forward to see what they have ordered for the room service. It will be good to have a hearty meal. I'll have to go back into the room and change, but you know, we're among friends here.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. Samson's skin doesn't get dirty because he's got that celestial glow, but he's gonna see if Bess gonna use her prestidigitation on his clothes. But we'll get there when she.
I am going to come to the common room, chat at the door before I go in because I'm not rude.
Yeah, Haston just I am in the bath up, and he like grabs a towel, wraps it around his waist. Yeah, you can come in now.
Thank you. And then shots and just kind of plunk myself down on the bed.
I'm in the bath, but no, yeah, I'll go into the room and I don't care what Rünlák's doing. Like, I'm not even
Rünlák's
aware.
just chilling.
Yeah,
just
I'm not
chilling on the
even. I'm not even really aware of my own nudity. I'm just gonna strip and like get into the bath without even giving him a second glance. Like, I don't give a shit.
He doesn't care. He's just sat
He's praying.
in a way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Putting in his javelins.
Comb out my snakes.
Comb out my snakes.
Yeah.
Alethia, what are you doing just now? You're waiting for food.
Yeah, she's hungry. I'm hungry. Just waiting for the food to arrive. Just enjoying the peace and quiet of being on my own for a little while as well, because it's the first time I've just not had anyone in the same room as me for so long, just sitting taking stock of everything that's happened in the peace and quiet just for 5-10 minutes. I know that's all I'm going to get.
So after 15-20 minutes, the food comes up. comes into the common room. 2 or 3 people needing to carry the sheer volume of food. There's fresh fruit, chocolate, strawberries, oysters, quite a lot of fresh fish. The harbour nearby, hearty soups. Not really the right time of year for a stew, but there's a few like fresh salads and things. Bought some like pretty decent meals.
What did you order?
So are we all going to congregate back here and eat together, or?
I think that's what we're doing right now. No.
Yeah,
Yes.
Shall I go get Alethia, or does someone want to get Alethia? I need to. Can I have? I'm going to
Karen,
step
get-
back.
You should go get her.
I need
I'm
to
busy
change
eating.
into clothes first. Can everyone please turn their back?
I'll go and get Alethia, and I'll
Thank you.
get Alethia her room. Chat.
Bess, can you quickly turn before Alethia comes here, Peter?
Just shrug and turn around, stuffing my face with like fruit, eating a banana.
Aston is going to try and quick change.
Roll dexterity saving throw.
Like doing that thing like
11.
getting changed at the beach when you're trying to keep a towel around you.
Yeah.
Underneath the towel.
Yeah, it's you do kind of struggle, but you just about manage to get everything on before Alethia comes back. True.
I imagine I've got my cloak hung up, so he's just bare chested, but he's fine with that. And like, I think it's probably like because he's not had any fabric. This is the first time anyone who's in the room will actually see like the necklace that is. It's like embedded and molded into his flesh. And he just kind of like stretches, and as he stretches, the like red lines that kind of like cross his chest, they kind of like tighten and almost look like they're about to split somewhat. And he just kind of goes, that is better. Thank you for respecting my privacy. It is appreciated. Let us get into this.
Austin, I think you should sit in the chair first.
Yeah. Okay. I have. Okay. Can I have something to eat with the chair?
Haston's already had a shot in the chair. I thought it was just people that haven't.
Have a shot.
Yeah, she did say we will all have a shot. It's fine. I'm happy to go first. I have no secrets. I have said everything before, and I'm happy. I'm sitting down. Yeah. And he sits himself down in the chair.
Turn to Alethia and just say, think of it as a fun bonding game between friends on a break.
I'm already becoming
I'm gonna
suspicious.
I'm gonna take a strawberry or whatever berry fruit and dip it in some chocolate and go and like put it, like shove it in Haston's mouth, and I'm gonna do it like really unsubtly, like whip my head back around to see Alethia's reaction, like.
Thank you for the... And he reaches to take the strawberry that just gets jammed in his mouth. Thank you for the...
That's another meme. That is. Thank you for the oop.
And I oop.
What are you
just-
what are you asking Haston?
Laugh.
Is there
Haston,
chocolate on this strawberry?
yeah, delicious. But what is that thing on your chest, and why is it in you?
This is my arcane focus. It is a spellcasting focus. It used to be a necklace that I would channel my magic through. But on the nights that Abigail became my companion, the days that she was trapped with me, it was more magic than I had channeled before, and it was not properly done. It was done in desperation, and it was more force of will than any actual spell casting. And there are nasty side effects to that when you mess with things you don't understand. And so, this is part of me, and it keeps my magic and keeps her close to me.
Kind of cool.
It is a bit unsightly, but I have become used to it.
No, I kind of like it.
Thank you.
Gruesome.
Yeah. But then I guess that fits with the necromancer drow. Yeah.
True.
Does anyone else have any questions for me? What is it, Opal?
Did you like riding Alethia?
It was very painful. The bath helped a lot, but it was fun, yeah. I have actually never ridden a horse before. It was...
Well, okay. But it was fun to ride Alethia, yes?
Yeah, it was fun to ride Alethia, yeah. I don't understand.
And I just do my nudging Bess and the ribs thing and have a wee giggle.
Okay, strawberry.
Be cool, be cool.
I think it is also only fair to say, for those who do not already know, and I have told Bess this, but Alethia, Abigail is not only my companion. Abigail is the soul of my sister. She is... it was her death that triggered my disease. And so she is split between this world and the next and unable to move on. She was the first undead I ever created. And bound her to birds, because she always loved birds. But that is an Abigail's on his shoulder. She is not just named after my sister. She is my sister. And one day I will either bring her back properly, or I will be able to set her free.
Tough break, man. Tough break.
Oh, Haston. So sorry.
It is nothing to be sorry for. It is the biggest sin I have ever done in my life, and it is for me to make it right. So that is why I do this. Yeah, and I'm glad I have not lost her yet. But when the time comes, if I cannot bring her to be back as she was, well, I am ready to say goodbye. Is it time before we ask any other questions that I don't want to answer?
I think that you've had your turn, Haston.
Dankeschön. And he gets up and he scurries over and grabs a strawberry and, like, goes over to Bess and goes to jam it in her
Try and bite his fingers.
You are... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's not a thing? Mean. You can go next. No, you've had a turn today already, Bess. Samson! I feel like I don't know anything about you, really.
I don't know anything about me either, man. It's going to be interesting.
You know what? I'm interested to see where this goes. Sit yourself down, my friend.
Cool.
What is the name of this tavern again?
It is
Yawning Portal.
the Yawning
Yawning
Portal. I think it's a euphemism.
I was literally thinking the gaping. No, the.
Hey, that's for later, Beth.
Oh,
Oh, no. Samson, once you are settled down, I want to know, why are you doing all this?
What else is there to do?
You could find a wife, start a farm, raise some kids, some animals. The world, the possibilities are endless. I mean, I am glad you are here, but I do wonder. Is it for the glory?
And didn't have many friends growing up. Look good. I know I look good. Didn't have any smarts. People always read me about that, so that's why I've always got my books. Always learning. And yeah, I just worked out what my uses were. Fighting. and I I don't have a base, don't have any roots really, and just follow the cause. Not in it for the money, I'm just in it for the cause, really.
Yeah.
It's how I find meaning. I can't assume meaning in people. It's only in having a goal, and I've never created my own goals. So I think all the goals that others seem to have, and add what I can, which is muscle and good looks.
Then,
Yeah.
what's your family like?
I never knew my dad. Long gone. And I grew up in this village called Ep4. And my mom ran a sort of high-end prestige school or something. I wasn't really allowed to hang around too much, probably because it was too much of a distraction for the. It was an all-girls school, so I, was out in the outskirts of the grounds. Just stayed there, trained, did the thing. I didn't really. I wasn't smart enough for my mom, so when I could, made my own way. I haven't seen her in 20 years.
I bet she hasn't changed much.
I don't know.
This is quite a sad story, Samson.
I'm not sad. I mean, I look good, feel good. Always got wine. Always manage to get food in my belly. Always get something to do. New places to see, people to be with. Be good if some of them stayed around, but
Well,
that's
I know I'm not on the chair, but I do hope we will all be together for some time yet.
we'll see.
I hope so too.
Okay, Opal next.
We done? Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
I go over and I sit cross-legged on the chair, like just not quite realizing what I'm getting myself in for. Because I just stand for all the fun games. So.
Soon as she sits down, Haston goes, "It's that uniform. What is that about? It is like a school child uniform."
Because it is.
Oh. Are you... I've always assumed you were... like... what? 18?
No. I'm 16.
Oh, my God, I thought we were traveling with a child there for a moment. Should have led with that. Oh.
No. 16. Just finished. Not much to me.
Haston, I think I could probably help you out here. I don't know. Looks like quite a familiar uniform.
I bet it does.
Oh!
You guys know each other?
He attended his mom's school.
Oh.
I left Thrawn, let's say, over like 20 years ago. So you're only, what, 16? So
Well,
Yeah.
I can assure you that your mother is still a bitch. So
yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
It's so strange. I am just realizing, I mean, I know I am an elf. And so the numbers are a bit different. I mean, I am young, very young for an elf. I am 32. You're 60. I'm old enough to be your father. That is scary to me. Bess, you are also... You look on age with Opal, no? It is
I'm 17.
far off. Old enough to be your father, too. I am not liking where this is going. Alethia.
I'm a fair bit older than 17.
There's no shame in being a little bit
I'll
older.
fine then.
Couldn't quite be your mother, but I'm not far off.
To me. To me? That was it.
No, no.
Ooh, we
no,
got a cougar situation.
To Bess and Opal. To Bess and Opal.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes
Aw.
more sense. It is just so strange. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think perhaps other than... I don't know how long your kind live, Opal. Bess, I'm going to outlive you by hundreds of years. It is quite a shame, actually. I'm going to be sad when that day comes.
Oh,
It is the same for Alethia,
well, that's
unfortunately.
comforting.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's super chirpy. Back to
Yeah,
Opal.
anyway, that's cool. Cool school uniform. I just did not realize you were so young, and it got me thinking about ages, and now I made myself sad.
I didn't really think I had any questions to ask, but you know, I did have that burning. I recognized that uniform. You know my mom.
Yes.
I don't want to know any. There's nothing else I want to know about them, but she didn't usually never let genasis in this school.
No.
What's the story there?
I wasn't welcome with my own kind because I obviously don't resemble your typical Earth genasi, and there was a real moment where everybody was quite vocal about it, and so my parents thought that it would make more sense to ship me off somewhere where I might be more accepted. But I also think part of it was they couldn't wait to get rid of me because then the stairs would stop. And aasimar finishing school seemed like the best place to them. So that's where they sent me.
And
You're so beautiful.
did Haston just kind of like looks at Bess and kind of
She's
like
just sort of, yeah, it's just sort of staring at Opal, like kind of confused.
okay, we're going to dig into this now. Later we're going to dig into this.
Just like, wait, what? No.
What was?
Why?
Do you have any childhood friends that you're missing
No.
in school? Oh. What is it
No,
about adventurers and sad stories?
How do you get from school to here?
I don't think that my story is particularly sad. I think that, you know, I went when I was 10, and kids are not very nice to people who are different. And I wasn't an aasimar, so I didn't, you know, a couple of girls who were nice, but not really anybody I would call a friend. And if anything, it benefited me because then I threw myself into my studies, and that's why I'm where I am today. But Samson, your mother was particularly vocal about the fact that I wasn't an aasimar and how much of a shame it was, because if I was, then there would be so many opportunities for me. And when I finished school, all the other girls went and did things and got placements, but unfortunately the people that come to an aasimar finishing school to look for people are generally looking for aasimars, which I am not. And so Lady Starlight put me on a boat and went, off you go find your way, and I ended up here. So, and then when I saw Samson, it was comfortable. It wasn't that I knew him or I even knew who he was. I just you know, I've spent most of my life with aasimars, and so I thought at least I know how to handle this person. That's it, really.
Does that make sense?
And Opal, all I would say is, yeah, you weren't an aasimar or Lady Starlight, and equally an aasimar that chooses to be a fighter wasn't enough of an aasimar for Lady Starlight either. So.
I feel like I'm learning so much about you all. And he like goes to like point his finger to Rünlák and then goes, no. And he points to Alethia. I think it is your turn now.
Opal, well, I hop off and I sit next to Bess.
I look at her from the corner of my eye and look away.
I'm happy to take my turn now, or you can sleep on it and resume in the morning. It is getting late. We're very tired.
Yeah, there's a lot of
That's
of
true.
carousing to do.
Maybe we
Yeah.
should have a food. Maybe we should have our food, and
I've been continually eating.
and then in the morning we can get
Currently got a carrot.
Bess. And honestly, the person that I'm most interested in hearing about is Rünlák. So I'm very interested to hear what he has to say in the morning.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I know nothing about this giant. Giant is a strong enough word to describe our Rünlák, I think.
Well, I guess I'm about to find out if he snores. So
He does.
he does great.
But
Love
not as much as you. Do not worry.
Nah. That's okay then.
So, all headed to bed?
Yeah, Haston will like finish some food and just wait for everyone to leave. But he can go to sleep in the common room.
I'm going to go to my room and I'm going to start sketching a picture of Opal.
Roll
With
a
her,
performance
like,
check.
I'm going to surround her with precious stones. I'm going to try and shade it all to look like it's glittering on the page.
Roll a performance check.
15.
Looks pretty good. Not quite as glistening as you were hoping for, but it looks very three-dimensional, very nice. Pretty nice drawing.
Samson's feeling a bit cheated that the evening is wound down so early, but so he grabs the bottle of the wine, to take back to his bed, and mirror, and he's gonna half look in the mirror, half attempt to read some posts, and just get banged on a bottle of cheap red wine.
Cool.
And
So-
I'm gonna go to my bed, and just before I go to sleep, just say to Samson, if you ever want to talk about it, I'm here. And then just roll over and close my eyes.
I'm just going to bed.
So as everyone slopes off to go to sleep, that is where we will pick it up next week and end it tonight. So we'll pick up next week with Alethia and Rünlák in the truth chair, and we will see what happens thereon. Thank you very much for hanging in with a very RP heavy
Thanks, guys.
game. I hope you all enjoyed it massively. We are only one follower off of 50 now. So if you are watching and you haven't followed yet, please just hit the follow button. It does us a load of good. If you've got friends who are into this kind of thing, just get to follow. We'll be here on Friday next week. Also be here on Tuesday for the Celtic catch-up with Sarah Lou talking about all things Opal. And after tonight, I think we'll have quite a lot to talk about. So that'll be great fun. If you have any fan art and you want to send it to us, please send it our way and put it in the community bit, either in on Twitch or on Facebook. And so we love seeing all that kind of stuff. And yeah, all that's left to say is see you later, and we will see you on Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys.